Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and today is a different kind of video, but with all, Madden 24 and how it's not a good game and all that stuff, why don't we take a look back at Madden 20, which in my opinion and most of other people was the last great Madden. This game had its flaws. There's, sometimes there's a lot of bugs, which I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of bugs, but I remember when X Factors came out. This was the big selling point. This was like the biggest thing in the last decade of Madden that came out, in my opinion. X Factors changed the game. I loved it. It was so fun to play. This was also my first year on MUT Ultimate Team. This was nostalgic for me. So this game is nostalgic, and it was also my first year for a lot of things. First year for MUT, first year ever get to play online against people, first Madden game where I played the whole year, because Madden 19 I got it in Christmas time. So this is peak Madden. This is peak Madden. There was always the competitive scene. Randy Moss, I don't know if people remember that card, mossed up, you just throw it up. Like X Factors were like broken at some points, but like it was fun. It wasn't like a mad like, oh, this game's terrible, this ability. It was fun. You got one play, you threw it up, and it was always so like you're gonna catch it 100% of the time. A lot of people raged over it, but it was fun. But there's also, I'm not gonna lie, even though I'm not gonna protect this game, there's a lot of really bad bugs which showed the game was kind of unpolished. Like, I remember, I think this was the Madden MCS, where I'm pretty sure Joke won the finals by using a punter as his quarterback and literally ran the ball every play. This is also where peak MMG, where I watched every video of him. This was like my first time watching Flight, MMG, all these YouTubers. So, but there was a lot of flaws in this game too. Like, if a punter wins you $1 million, that's kind of crazy. That should never happen. Like, that was kind of broken. Like, he was literally running 70 overall Eli Manning, and he won because he just ran the ball 50 times a game, which is broken because the defense, it was the same play over and over, and the defense could not do anything about it. So it's just, that was the problem there. They had broken, the game had no physics, the animations weren't the greatest, but the gameplay was sloppy. But other than that, I would say it was a good year. The MUT was good. So other than that, it was good, besides a couple big glitches like that. Franchise mode. This was a big year for franchise mode. The addition with better contracts, like you were able to negotiate better contracts, and how you had more cap space. It was more realistic. Like in Madden 19, I remember you couldn't, like, a free agent would stay on the team. Like, no good free agents. It would be like 80 overalls would be probably the best player. Maybe if you're like an 84, would be the best free agent player on that year. And it would be like that for a couple of years until like contracts run out and like they didn't want to stay there anymore. It was not realistic, and EA this year made it where you actually have to make actual deals and actually have to spend a lot of money for them to stay, like superstar players. Also, but this was also a bad part about it, and just franchise mode and everything. The ratings were too close. Like, you would have like Deshaun Jackson at 85, which he was like done. His career was over, and he was close to 85 overall. He's close to like AJ Green. Like, AJ Green was in his prime at that point. Like, how was that possible? So they had stuff like that, which just wasn't, like, two teams were too even. Like, you got so many 84s, and it wasn't like that. It wasn't good. Do you guys remember the scouting? The scouting was terrible. The scouting of players was terrible, I'm not gonna lie. It was It was very underwhelming. A lot of players were the same generic stuff, same names all the time, same players, same thing every time. There's nothing scouting. They're going to be round one talent. That was it. Hidden value. That's what it was every time. A something, B, and then hidden talent every time. Same thing. That's what you would draft, and it was very lame and boring. In like previous Maddens, like the old Maddens, it would be like you gotta like watch combine, do all that stuff. Like this is just, it was very generic and it wasn't good at all. It was really bad. Face of the franchise, one of the most hyped up modes ever. This mode was supposed to change Madden forever, and it didn't. It just didn't at all. And Madden, EA, I don't know what they were thinking. They had the same generic stuff in it. They would put the same cheesy lines after. The stupid cutscenes were terrible as well. Like you could put 500 yards up in a game and it still wouldn't matter. It would just say the same stuff, and it wasn't good at all. It was actually really bad. And it was probably one of the modes to forget, because it was removed, like literally not even, I think it was only in the game for 2 years after that. So it was supposed to be so hyped up, and at the end of the day, it just didn't live up to expectations. And EA fumbled what could have been something great, and it just turned into something terrible. And last on the list is Superstar KO. This was one of the best things Madden ever added. EA did a very good job with this. This Madden 20 Superstar KO was probably the best KO ever. Anyone would agree, as everyone would still take Madden 20 Superstar KO over Madden 24 Superstar KO. They don't even compare. The difference was night and day. And this game, this just felt so different, and it felt like this is what a lot of people played in Madden 20. The people that they added, I think we had Takeoff and so many celebrities, and it was just cool. You know, the X Factors lit up the whole time. First time for everything. No, this game was new. It was fun. Overtime rules. It was so cool. And you got people still playing to this day on that game. So to the end of the day, it just comes down to Madden 20. Why is Madden 20 so great in people's minds? So why is Madden 20 the last great Madden? And it's pretty simple. Based on nostalgia. If you look at everything that happened during Madden 20, you had the pandemic, which really changed everybody for years to come. And we were all locked in at home, and the only thing we could do was play games. And Madden was that game. Because if you look at the gameplay for Madden 24 to now, it's night and day. Madden 24 is way better. But is it really? And that's what we ask ourselves. Is Madden 24 really that much better than Madden 20? And I hope you guys enjoy this video. But for me, Madden 20 was the last great Madden.